Green screen on mine.
So do I. All right. Nope. That shouldn't have had anything to do with it.
Yeah, something's not good right now.
Okay, hold on. We're back.
There we go.
Just heard something.
Yep,
Okay.
I'm good.
Thank you. Okay.
Sweet.
So technically, I'm not gonna take that one. I'm gonna say that one off without a hitch because it was.
It is before 4 o'clock.
But beyond that, that was equipment failure. That wasn't anything that I did wrong.
That's why you guys are here, for the equipment
Right,
failure,
yes.
making sure there is no
But
equipment
not
failure.
for taking responsibility for it.
Oh,
I can't make the machine act right. That's what you. I mean, that's more in your
Technically, that probably is more in
wheelhouse.
my.
Yeah. It's your ballywick, not mine. So, welcome, guys. This is the June-July live stream. We've got a couple cool things to do for you today. First, I'd recommend everybody who's watching it on YouTube, however else you're watching it, go to waltonsinc.com/live. We have a Glean giveaway there for you. So it gives you a couple of ways to enter, and we're going to draw the winner from just people who are watching for a Weston No. 8 Butcher Series grinder. So how we're going to run this is we'll draw a winner. We'll go ahead and email that person in case they've already logged off. You'll have 5 minutes to respond. If you don't respond in that 5 minutes, either through email or the chat, we're going to go ahead and draw the next winner. So just fair warning to everybody. If you enter and duck out and don't respond to the email in 5 minutes, we're going on to the next winner.
Ooh, I'm excited because we got our first comment slamming you that orange rules.
Oh, well, I think he's talking about the shirts, not the hats.
Either way, I'm just going to point that out
Yeah,
to be the hats. You know, if somebody in the comments says something about Happy 4th, we should have done something, retrospect now, done something for the live stream since it's the 4th. We at least have the sales and giveaway video, and we've got some interesting things on that for it being the 4th, right? Or is that a separate video?
That's a separate video, but we still did talk about it. So for anyone thinking about making an order right now, between now and the 7th, anything in the barbecue accessories category under smoking and grilling, you can use coupon code 1776 at checkout, and you'll get 17.76% off of anything in there. And there's some good items in there. So if you want to take advantage of that, be a while till you can get almost 20% off of something. Okay, sounds back. Was that a question? So yeah, 1776 is when America was founded. So we tend to like to think of ourselves as pretty patriotic here.
We're fairly pro-American.
Fairly
pro-American. So what is our generic agenda for the day?
So we're going to go draw a winner for last month's giveaway, and that's just that anyone who entered for last month will go ahead and you have 5 days to respond to us there, so no problems. Then we'll let people build up, let a bunch of people enter that. We'll talk about what this month's sales and giveaways are going to be and tell them how they can enter that.
Okay.
And answer any processing questions or anything you guys have. All right, so there's not really any reason to stand on ceremony for drawing last month's winner. Or do you want to wait until a couple more people are here?
Oh no, we're good. Okay. Normally I try to look and see how many people are here before we draw, but we've got a ton of people here already.
Okay.
I'm good with drawing now.
Okay.
Wait. Oh
no,
go back.
Too late. The little wheel is going. I don't know how to make it stop. Allow repeat winners, right?
Yeah.
So what that's doing is just allowing people with more than one entry. The winner is Jacob Lee. So Jacob Lee, I couldn't do Austin's little thing about where they are because it just tells me in the USA. So somewhat appropriate. Congratulations, Jacob Lee. It looks like, at least from your profile, that you Well, I don't know if I want to say that or not.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Probably not.
No.
So congratulations.
Question of where to enter for the email live drawing.
So what we're doing now, if you go to waltonsinc.com/live, over on the right-hand side, you'll see a couple of different ways to enter. And that's just for what we're doing just during this live stream, which is a Weston number 8 Butcher Series grinder. One person's going to walk away with that. If you want to enter for next month's giveaway, which is July, and it'll be going on that entire month, you can go to waltonsinc.com/win. Speaking of that giveaway, it's going to be one of our most popular giveaways, which was the Walton's Ultimate Knife Set. We went ahead and put together a selection of knives that are helpful both in regular kitchen cooking and processing. And then put 1 or 2 knives in here that are just awesome to look at, but I can't find it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know what you're going to do with this knife in the kitchen. I mean, butchering, definitely very helpful.
Honestly,
Kitchen cooking?
what I've been doing a lot of lately is slicing like watermelon, cantaloupe, that.
Okay,
That would be a good knife for that.
Sure, any 8-inch knife. You're also going to get this Capuche stainless steel, it's Freedom rods? Yeah. They have Freedom rods in here, which is appropriate as well, so that you can orientate these knives any way you want. So it's split into 2 different sections. The top one will take 8-inch knives, and the bottom one will take 5-inch knives. So we don't have them here because we have no reason for or use for them, but we're also including a set of 4 of the Victorinox steak knives. So real quick, what you're getting is this 8-inch sword. It's a Grant & Edge butcher's knife. You're going to get a 8-inch chef's knife, this 7.5-inch wavy chef's knife. Then you're going to get a braking knife, a flank knife, a super flexible fillet knife if I can find it. There it is. So I mean, this thing is incredibly flexible. You can go around bones, no problem with that. And we're also going to include your choice of a Walton's hat, a Meatgistics t-shirt. And that, we'll go ahead and draw a winner for that at the end of the month or the beginning of next month, however that works out. So.
Yeah, and somebody did ask that in the live chat is, will we include one of the orange Meatgistics shirts in there?
Yep, that's your choice.
Yeah.
So you can do either orange or gray.
Repeat the winner's name.
Jacob Lay. You want to, or Lee? Lay. You want? Can you?
Sure.
Can we spell it?
Yeah, I can spell it. It's Leigh. So I'll go ahead and no, I don't need to email him right now. So I'll email you tomorrow, Jacob, if you're watching. Just respond within a couple of days, and we'll get this all sent out to you. And then for sales for July, we've got a couple of good items. I didn't want to bring everything in here. Some of them are pretty big. We've put it on sale before, but we've got the Pro Cut number 12 grinder on sale. We're taking $100 off of it. It's a number 12, so that might make some of you guys at home with number 22 and 32 Weston Pro or Butchers feel like, why would you buy that? But it's a commercial piece of equipment. You can get through, I think we timed it out, 5 or 10 pounds, I think it was 10 pounds, a second grind on beef in like 4 minutes versus a 22 Butcher Series, you're gonna be doing that for 12 minutes, something around that time. So you can definitely speed up your process. The quicker you're grinding, the less time your meat is spending out of the cooler. And cold meat is important not just for safety, but the quality of your product too. So.
Is that the only winner for the live stream?
So that's the only winner for last month's giveaway, which was the 11-pound sausage stuffer. We're gonna, and other items. I mean, there was some seasoning, some casings in there, but we are going to be drawing towards the end of this one. We're gonna be drawing a winner for the Weston number 8 Butcher Series meat grinder. So, and for that, you go to waltonsinc.com/live. There's a way to enter over on the right. And then if you enter and then leave, we're going to go ahead and draw the winner, email you right away. You've got 5 minutes to either respond via email or in the chat function on waltonsinc.com/live. If not, we're going to pick a new winner. We just want somebody who's here, who's watching, to get the thrill of winning. It's similar to how we did the hats for anyone who's been with us before.
Speaking of hats, they asked if we have camo hats.
We've got one camo.
You can't see it. It was
It's hiding.
too good.
It's kind of old school camo. It's not like the new, like
Yep.
more real tree mossy oak style. Very old school camo, but it's kind of almost even hard to pick up on the camera there. You can see the light parts, but there's a few shades of the darker colors. They're cool little hats. I think I like these better than the other camo ones we've gotten.
Yeah, definitely. So that mossy oak, all that stuff, is better in the field, but just to wear around, I don't like it. I never have. That reminds me of like in Predator when Arnold Schwarzenegger puts it all over his face. I mean, that's what we're talking about. Or is that Commando? That's Commando. Predator is the mud.
Oh, he did mud. Yeah.
Mud. Yeah. And that's I wanted to show this.
What are you getting over there?
For this live stream, are we just having the one winner? With,
No, there'll be, towards the end of the live stream, we are going to draw another winner for the Weston No. 8 Butcher Series grinder. So we've already announced Jacob Lee, who won last month's, which is the 11-pound sausage stuffer. We are going to be drawing another winner, and that will be the Weston No. 8 Butcher Series grinder. So just to show how ridiculously sharp these knives are. Well, that was...
Bad demo live.
Have I used that much already?
Live demos never go according to plan.
There we go. So it's just my inability. But yeah, these are ridiculously razor sharp knives. And we did take, these will not be the knives you're getting. You're getting fresh ones. These we took out of stock because we're going to be doing this giveaway multiple times. Plus I just wanted new knives to work with in here. But I don't think I've used this knife, so. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's how it's supposed to go.
That's the stuff.
You've definitely used those other ones.
I love that. I have no idea why that's so satisfying to me, but it is.
be careful.
God, I love that. Yeah, anyone who would look at my hands would be forgiven for thinking that I work in a meat processing plant because I always have cuts on them. And it's always terrible when I'm doing a video and the second half after I'm done with everything, I have to be wearing a Band-Aid. I always try to hide it a little bit. But for one of the items we have on sale, for this upcoming month, is the Hex Armor NXT cut resistant glove. I think they're on sale for $14.99. They're usually like $19.99, something around that. It's close. So Hex Armor went ahead and did a lot of studies and found that in meat processing plants, the majority of the issues occur on these first three fingers. So the entire glove has cut resistance, but these first three have extra. You can see it from there, and it's in like a diamond pattern. So you saw how sharp that knife was, right? There's no way you're just not cutting your hand on these first three fingers. I mean, I'm pressing down with pretty good. Do you want to take a cut at me?
No, because that's a workman comp issue that I don't need.
But not only is it cut resistant, it's also poke resistant. Now, a little bit of this might get through, but I mean that's going through my hand if I don't have any type of protection on.
Don't do this at home.
Yeah, definitely don't do that at home. But I mean, $14.99 versus a trip to the emergency room, these are absolutely definitely worth it.
For sure.
And then we've also got the Waltons all colors of the 6-inch semi-flex curved boning knives. Really good knife. We like them a lot. I use them most of the time I'm processing in here. And then I've got the Jacquard meat tenderizer. So this, take any cut of steak, whether it's expensive, inexpensive, and it's almost like, what's that thing, the slap chop? Right?
Yeah.
You press down on it, these 16 blades go down into the meat, so it tenderizes it. It helps marinade penetrate a lot faster, and it can help reduce cook times by up to, I think they say 40%. So. And then we've got one of our favorites, the dill pickle jerky and snack stick seasoning on sale. Again, if you haven't tried it and you like dill at all, you need to try it. It's got just a little hint of heat at the end. It is absolutely delicious. And then I've got the hot dog and bologna seasoning on sale. So for 4th of July, if you want to try and make some hot dogs, we just released a video on making gourmet hot dogs. Definitely check that out. We made some awesome dogs. For both that and the hamburgers, we just released both of them on Friday, I think. The biggest thing we did was adding bone marrow. We bought beef bones just at our local grocery store. They're the little ones. They're about this thick. You just push the marrow out with your thumb. It just comes out really easily. Now, we ground it in, but if you want to buy pre-ground meat, you could easily just mush that up and mix it in.
Yeah.
And then we used the Montreal seasoning for the patties. And then on the dogs, we did hot dog and bologna seasoning on some and cheeseburger cheddar wurst on the other. Awesome. And then all sorts of great toppings.
Yeah. Those hot dogs, hands down, better than anything you're going to find in the store, too.
Yes. Yes, definitely.
Do we know the washing instructions on those gloves right there?
They're machine washable.
These, yeah, you can throw these in the machine.
Yeah.
Just anytime you're using these, definitely put a glove over them, a nitrile glove, latex glove, something over them, just to try to keep them a little bit clean. Otherwise, you will be washing them every single time. The cut glove, loose or tight? I mean, that's just gonna be personal preference. Mine's, I think this is a large. I have a fairly big hand. I'm in between a large and an XL on the nitrile gloves, the orange nitrile gloves. And this fits, I mean, I've got enough room to move around in here. So if you're somewhere in there, if you're an extra large, a large might even work for you. Mike, I don't know what type of fish we're talking about, but I've been using the Captain's Bay seasoning. Just, it's similar to, but I think better than Old Bay a lot recently. I mean, mostly on like, you know, cheap fake crab meat, but tastes awesome. Absolutely love that. And then I made some salmon a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and I used the salmon grill. Awesome.
I mentioned the winter one more time.
Yeah. Eric, the gloves don't come in pair. They're individual, but they are ambidextrous. So if you're right-handed like I am, it goes on your left hand because that's the hand you're holding the meat down with. Since you have the knife in this hand already, you really don't need a glove on that. And then the winner again was Jacob Lee, L-E-I-G-H. We're Notre Dame fans here. Oh, that one snuck by.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Oh, I'm still way up in the
Nothing at
live chat. I saw something earlier. I'm trying to find it. I can't find it now.
What was it?
I think somebody asked a question. There we go. Okay. I finally just did a Control F on the page. Michael Hunkins is asking about the leather aprons.
Oh, wow. We were just talking about that.
I had to go back to that because I finally got back onto that because the live stream today reminded me I needed to do something there. We will see. I finally, we had talked to somebody before and they wanted some better designs. I was hoping to just say, hey, can you make this?
Right,
and they were
right.
like, no, we need a design. So we got something sent to them. Hopefully we hear back from them in a couple days. We'll see. But leather aprons are still a work in progress. I am very excited there.
I guess Mike was talking about the hat. It says orange hat only. Mike, a lot earlier, I don't know if we answered this or not, the second grinder on waltonsinc.com/live. Over to the side, there should be 3 different ways for you to enter right there. So there's a total of 7 plus 4, so there's 11 knives. 11 knives with 4 of those being serrated steak knives.
Did you answer the Inferno brat and gigawatt hot jerky question?
No?
Okay, somebody's asking, what do we think would be a better brat seasoning, either the Inferno hot brat or the gigawatt hot jerky?
We've made them both. They're both definitely good. It depends on how hot you want it. The gigawatt is going to be hotter. It works really well as a brat. I mean, just don't add the cure. That'd be the biggest thing. Other than that, there's no problem with doing it. So if you're looking for heat, definitely do the gigawatt. If you're looking to add even more heat on top of that, add the ghost pepper cheese. That cheese is, I mean,
insane.
Nothing to joke about. A little tiny quarter of a handful, if you just eat it, you'll start sweating. It is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, there was an old video we did where you thought Inferno brat was hotter than gigawatt, and I had to prove you wrong.
Yeah, I would probably eat the Inferno over the gigawatt, just because the gigawatt was almost uncomfortably hot. If you would eat 2 or 3 sausages.
That's because we added the ghost pepper cheese, I think.
Was it just the ghost pepper?
I think if you just eat the gigawatt by itself, I don't think it's uncomfortable. I mean, it's hot.
Yeah.
You have to like heat to enjoy it. If you don't like heat, you're gonna hate it. So. Yes, ghost peppers, like actual ghost peppers added to the Inferno hot brats would be awesome. Absolutely awesome.
How's the chili dog seasoning?
Chili dog is really good.
You gotta add.
I mean,
is that the one we had beans too?
I'm
crazy?
I don't know. It might suggest adding beans. I've never added beans to it. It tastes like you put chili in a bratwurst, though. It's insane. It's not too hot, but the flavor profile I think is spot on. Amazing, amazing sausage. If you like chili at all, it's definitely worth a shot on trying to make that.
Kathy, I don't understand your question. What's the cat number? Is she asking for like a SKU? So this is just knives that we picked for a giveaway. It's not like a.
It's not a set.
You can't
per
just.
se.
You wouldn't be able to buy these all together. Oh, this would be an awesome time for a overlay. I could show Mike the huge bass I caught.
Just hold it.
Yeah, look at this. So most of the seasonings we use for sausage, anything like that, is going to be Excalibur.
We use pink salt, or what we call SureCure, in some of our mixes. It depends on if we're making a fresh or a cured product. If it is a seasoning intended for a cured sausage or jerky, something that has cure in it, it comes with the SureCure, the pink salt. But anything can be kind of used back and forth and crossed back and forth. But if you're making a cured product, you always got to use the pink salt.
And just to be clear, if you're buying something that's designed to make a cured sausage, the cure will be sent along with it, not mixed in. If it's a cure, if it's like a bacon cure or something, the cure will already be mixed in. Yeah, so Joe is responding to Mike. Mike, I didn't see your earlier question, but we just did beef balls a couple of weeks ago, deep fried. And while they were kind of disgusting by themselves, what I did was I took our Bloody Mary wing shake, shake seasoning, mixed that in with flour, and then like triple breaded them. The breading was awesome. We're gonna be doing that on other things coming up, but breading was phenomenal. I'd highly recommend that one.
Eric, are there any plans for Walton stores and other locations besides Wichita? At this point and moment in time, no. But it's something we've talked about. We have had more than just one store before here. It may be something that we open back up in the future and look at other locations, but for now, that's not our focus. It's too hard at the moment to do physical stores when e-commerce is doing what it is. It's hard to argue that e-commerce is not the place to focus on right now. So for a while, we're going to stick where we are. Someday, who knows, we may open that discussion back up and look at retail stores somewhere else.
So Sean asks, I made breakfast sausage with collagen links. How do I cook them? I tried frying in a skillet. They split on the tied links. They squirted out of the casings when I cut the link. Any help? So if they're splitting when you're cooking them in a pan, generally what's happening is you're just starting too hot. They need to step up a little bit, for lack of a better term. So what I would do is I'd get a cast iron skillet, I'd set it over low medium, somewhere in between that, for a couple minutes first, then add them. Then, excuse me, once they heat up a little bit and you want to cook them at a higher degree, just move it up. But what's happening, there's too much heat too quickly, it's expanding all the liquid in there, it's popping the casing.
The Walton's food truck would be awesome.
Yeah, we've heard that before.
Do you want to pioneer that one?
I would love that.
Would be
Like
interesting.
a couple of days a week. I wouldn't want to do it constantly. I'd definitely get bored.
And do it like House of Schwan across the street, where they've got their beer truck. It's just for special events.
They go to, yeah.
Yeah, we have like a food truck just for special
I'd
events.
be willing to do that for sure.
That would be kind of cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I bring my dogs?
Yeah.
If the health department's okay with it during inspection, I'm cool with it.
Avshalom, where are you? Where we are right now, it's been sunny and dry for a week. We went through like one of our wettest months ever. I think we missed our wettest May by half an inch of rain.
Really?
I think so. I mean, it was incredible.
Steven's asking if we have a jerky cure kit for wild game and how much does it make pound-wise. All of our jerky cure kits, all our jerky seasoning, it comes with the seasoning and the cure, so basically a kit. But it's good for really any type of meat. You can use it on beef, pork, wild game, doesn't matter. As long as it's jerky, that's your intention of what you're making. Just use it exactly as what we've got a ton of videos on the Meatgistics site for. And then as far as how much they make, 90% of our stuff makes 25-pound units. We have a few that do 100-pound units, but 90% of them are 25-pound units. But if you're looking to make a smaller batch, you only want to make 5 pounds at a time. We do have a conversion chart that shows you how to measure that out, how to make a smaller batch out of it. Instead of taking a 1-pound bag of seasoning, it'll say, hey, use 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon per 5 pounds of meat. So making it super easy for you guys to figure out how to make smaller batches there. But any of our jerky seasonings will work on wild game. Are our products available in other box stores? For the most part, no. The only thing of ours I'd say, if for some reason you can't get to us, I would give my blessing buying it somewhere else potentially, would be like Excalibur seasonings. If you're at a local grocery store that has Excalibur shakers, seasoning shakers, that's going to be probably the closest thing. And even then, a lot of our Excalibur seasoning shakers, they're not available in your huge like Kroger's. They're in Safeways. Mm-hmm. They do a lot of Safeways. But you might find Excalibur seasonings in a few grocery stores here and there, but that's probably about it. You won't find the jerky, sausage, bratwurst seasonings, that type of stuff. You'll just find like the seasoning shakers.
Okay, there it is. So I just posted a link at the bottom of that. You've got a cure conversion chart, a seasoning conversion chart, and an additives conversion chart. One tip on that, I went through and I gave you the volumes on all of it in like teaspoons, tablespoons, whatever it was. But you're going to be far happier if you do it with a really accurate scale. It's just going to give you a better result. And then there was a question I saw that I absolutely wanted to get to, but I've already forgotten what it was. Nope, sorry. It was the what's the price on the smallest Pro Cut grinder? So for
Oh.
this month, starting now, the Pro Cut number 12 KG12FS is $100 off. It's $499.99. So, I mean, if you looked at a Weston Butcher or Pro Series, you might get about a 32 in the Butcher Series for that. Probably not in the Pro Series. I think Pro Series is $599, whatever. You'd be in the 32 range. But that number 12, though its head is much smaller, it's gonna grind at least as fast. And for a home user, I can't imagine you'd ever buy another grinder. I mean, it would last you your entire life.
Yeah.
I mean, they're designed to be used in small butcher shops, very small processing plants. So, I mean, for the home guy, and when we say that, I mean, it's a very small processing plant. Still grinds every single day.
Yeah. We've actually, I won't say who or where, but we've sold a number of those small Pro Cuts to a large, like, normal store brand name meat processor you'd see in Walmart type of thing for their reprocess line. They're not using it in their main deal, but it may be an R&D, a reprocess line, something that's small here or there. The Pro Cuts are reliable enough to use for about anything. Very nice grinders.
So I don't know if we could do it, or even if people. So maybe we should find out if people would be interested first. Is there anyone that we would want to, like a small local processor that we'd want to go to?
Around Wichita?
Yeah. Well, I mean, within a couple hours. Show some stuff. Would that be interesting for you guys to see the inside of a small, either custom or small regular processor?
Yeah. We would have to do some talking with a few different places. There's a number of them around here that, as long as it'd be okay with them and their inspector, I think it'd be really cool. But we probably can't do much there until we do a little bit of legwork on what is okay from them and their inspector. I could see something maybe being an issue there. Definitely not a live stream. That'd be difficult.
Absolutely.
But like a recorded video where we did a stage
tour.
tour type of thing. Yeah.
I know where I'd want to go.
Nick wants to see the blue hat up close by the camera.
Make your full focus on it.
Throw this out of here.
Let them see it. Go ahead.
He's not gonna be able to see it.
No, that's fine.
It's a little out of focus, but it's still ugly when it's in focus. Definitely go with the orange ones.
So yeah, well, I don't know how much, but we're very aware of Yoder meats. That's where we got the beef testicles.
Oh, I never asked where you got it from.
Yeah, that's where I got it from.
Fantastic.
So at least you know they were properly handled.
Yeah.
As soon as I said it.
At least good
as soon
to
as
know.
I said it. I knew that was bad. What is the best way to sharpen grinder blades? A couple things on that. So some are sharpenable, some are not. Let me grab a quick example. So with plates, it can be a little difficult to tell what is sharpenable and what is not. Generally, this isn't always true, but generally a good rule of thumb is if it has a nipple on one end, it is sharpenable. That's not 100% of the time, but generally. Something like this, I normally wouldn't expect to be sharpenable. You use it, you can use both sides until it's dull, and then you throw it out. A knife like this that looks like a propeller is not sharpenable. It just needs to be thrown out once it's dull. If, however, you have a straight blade with like an inset, it's normally gonna be a sharpenable blade. Now, to do it at home, I don't know of any way to do it. For both the knives and plates, we've got very, very specialized equipment. That's all they do. They don't do, I mean, one does knives, one does plates. I don't know of any way to do it at home. But you can send them in to us. If they are sharpenable, we'll sharpen them up for you. I think, excuse me, I think it ranges between $10 and $15. That's kind of a
Good
guess.
question. I'd
It's
have
kind
to
of a
look
guess.
that up.
But somewhere in that range. Certainly a lot cheaper than buying a new plate and knife.
a good rule of thumb, like if you don't know which plate or knife you have, look at what you paid for it. A knife that you can resharpen is probably going to cost more like $25 or so, but a knife that you can throw away, unlike a number 22 size. Number 22 size knife you can resharpen, 25 bucks.
Yep.
One you can throw away is going to be somewhere between 10 to 20 bucks. So you're going to be a lot more expensive for the resharpenable ones. On the plates, you're looking at plates that are not resurfaceable from 15 to 25, and the ones that you can resurface, more like 50 to 60 bucks.
Right. But that's initially. Then you send
Yeah.
it in, get it sharpened up for 12, 15 bucks. And you can, for a home processor, they could probably do that 5-6 times before the
Yeah,
plate.
number of
Because there
times.
is a point where you just can't sharpen it anymore. It gets too thin. There's too many Boise State things going on in here. We have to change our colors almost immediately. When I
Purple-
see this,
purple
I
and
think
silver.
Denver Broncos. I mean, I'm not a Broncos fan, but I immediately think Broncos.
Yeah, I don't see that at all.
It's the Orange Crush,
Which we're not fans of.
which I am not a fan of.
What is the difference between sausage casing and cellulose casing? So sausage casing is probably a more generic term. That's going to cover everything. You're probably thinking collagen casing. A collagen casing is going to be something made from beef hides. It's a slightly natural, but it's a manufactured product. Cellulose is more of a plasticky type of thing.
Well, I think our cellulose is actually plant-based.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it is plant-based.
okay.
But yeah, you cannot eat it.
Yeah,
It
you're
will
not going to eat it. If you tried to take a bite of a sausage that was
Not gonna
cellulose
happen.
casing,
Yeah.
your teeth are not going through it. You strip the casing off before you eat it. It's like hot dogs. When you buy hot dogs from the grocery store, there's no casing on it. That was made with a cellulose casing. Versus collagen or even natural, it's something you can eat still. It's just an edibility type of thing, mainly.
Joseph Kane says, I have 6 sets of knives, German and Japanese. Do you have a tool for sharpening them? If we're talking about these type of knives, if we're talking about grinder knives, yes, we do, as long as they are sharpenable. If you're talking about, knives like this, yeah, we absolutely do. We have something called the True Hone, which is my favorite thing to bring in my knives from home and just, you saw how much fun I had slicing this paper once I got it to work. My knives at home are razor sharp because I bring them in every couple of weeks and sharpen them up on that. And either way, we will sharpen them for you. If you send in knives you bought, I don't know what the cost is per knife. Just a couple of bucks and it gets it back to razor sharp. You can shave with them after. And then there was another one. All right, that is every live stream we've had that Hope Ford has been here for. I just wanted to give you a little shout out every single time. See, there you go. She just said I should win most loyal follower.
Power user.
How long does the live stream go for? Give or take an hour today.
Somewhere in that range.
We're going to try to wrap up somewhere around 5 o'clock. We'll see. It depends on how many people are watching. If we stay strong on the YouTube views, we'll end maybe a few minutes after 5. If no one's watching us and it's 10 minutes from now, it's
turn it off and
4:45,
go.
we're just going to turn off and walk out the door and pretend this never happened. But,
So David Arnold asks, I have an old grinder with an oil plug. I can't find anywhere that says I need to add oil. Should I add oil? And if so, what should I use? There's got to be a manufacturing plate on that somewhere. If you can find that information, call into, I'll put the number down there, our customer service line. They'll get you in touch with our parts and services department, and we should be able to answer that question for you. If it takes oil, at some point, I have to imagine you have to change it.
if it's that old though and you're questioning that, I would strongly suggest just buying a new grinder. I know that sounds slightly biased coming from a company that's going to sell you a meat grinder,
Right.
but if you're at that point, you probably should just buy a new one.
Sure, except for the fact that it's probably been in his family for forever, and I mean that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I certainly wouldn't get rid of it. If anything, if nothing else, it's an awesome antique to have.
You know what's Bigger Bammer just bought 2 cut-resistant gloves and some dill pickle seeds.
Nice. Well done. So Steve, yeah, we picked a winner for last month. That was Jacob Lay. We haven't picked a winner yet for the special one we're doing, which is a Weston No. 8 Butcher Series grinder. Just to run it over one more time, go to waltonsinc.com/live. On the right-hand side, you'll see a couple of ways to enter. We're going to draw a winner somewhere close to 450, something like that. We'll draw a winner shortly. And then I'll email you and call your name out here. You'll have 5 minutes from the time I email you to either respond or to respond in the comments. If you don't respond, we're going to move on, draw another winner, and just until we get somebody who's responding in that time. So in case we don't get 1 or 2, we probably shouldn't do it at like 5.
That's true. That way we've got a few minutes to get it figured out. It's not a bad deal.
But that seems like a planning and intelligence question, so I will let you take care of that. Don't want anything to do with that.
Okay.
I'll just do what I'm told. May be the here the most, but I've named all my queen bees John. So Nick sent us, I believe it was Nick who sent us the honey.
I don't
I'm
remember.
almost positive
I
it was
want to
Nick.
say yes.
Yeah, I'm almost positive it was Nick who sent us the honey for one of the things we did, and it was awesome. Absolutely awesome. Yep, there you go. So it was him. And Nick, I know we gave you a couple of shout outs and social media posts and whatnot, but if you want to put the name of your business down there, we'd recommend it. We were really happy with everything you sent us. At the patty maker you did a video on, is it will work on an old Haka stuffer?
It will not. You are going to need to buy a Walton stuffer, and then it will work on there.
So the it's going to depend on the diameter of your stuffing. I mean, it's not, what would you even call that?
Yeah, I don't even know.
So it's the
wherever the
outside
stuffing horn
diameter,
goes on.
yeah, whatever that goes on. Measure what
It's
that
like 2
is.
1/4.
Yeah, I'll just go check it real quick.
Okay.
But yeah, it's something around 2 1/4 to work.
And those patty makers, actually, all we have left in stock is all we have. There's been an issue on the manufacturing side of those, and we're working on getting more and getting something else accomplished there. But for now, last I looked, we maybe had 50 of them left. We don't have a lot, but as soon as they're gone, they will be gone for probably 9, 12 months. It's going to be a while before we get more in. So if you want a patty maker there, the auto, what is the actual name of that? Auto rapid patty?
Rapid patty forming attachment.
Rapid patty forming attachment?
Rapid patty forming attachment. Doesn't make sense. Rapid forming patty attachment.
Yeah,
Something like that.
Something like that. That's definitely it. So it's these are what fit our stuffers. They are just under 2 1/16 inch. So you might have a 1/16 of an inch of play there, one way or the other, but we can't guarantee it will. But if it's somewhere in that range, it might be worth trying.
we were talking about our state contest.
So Mike, yes, we are sponsoring a state contest. We're having an SCA sanctioned state comp here at Walton's in Wichita, Kansas on August 10th. That is like the second Saturday in August. It's going to be a really cool event. We've got a state competition that day. We've got a car show going on as well. We've got a huge parking lot. We're going to have tons of cars out there. We're going to have a beer truck. We're going to have a food truck. Yep. We're going to have another one of our local vendors here cooking up some samples. We are going to be cooking up samples, and we'll also have some other jerky and snack sticks and some other meat snacks for samples. It's going to be a big, huge thing. We're hoping to get we'll see thousands of people. You never know. It's hard to tell. This is the first time we've done an event like this specifically. But if you are anywhere near the Wichita, Kansas area, you need to come check us out on August 10th. It is $10 to get in. It sounds kind of expensive, but that entire $10 is going as a donation. All the proceeds are going to a group called the AC Capital Flyers. It is a Special Olympics group, and everything that we get off of ticket sales is going to go to them. And with your entry, you get one complimentary beer, and you get all the samples you can eat. So really, $10 is a pretty cheap deal.
And we're going to cook up a lot of good food. I mean, we will have brats, we'll have snack sticks. I don't know, were we going to do summer sausage? Probably not, right? Snack sticks and some sort of cured sausage.
Yeah, probably snack sticks, jerky, brats. We could do summer sausage. I mean, we don't necessarily have to limit it. Just, I don't know, it depends.
Yeah. But yeah, you'll get more than your fair share of food if you want it from there. All right, should we attempt to draw a winner?
Sure.
Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and attempt to draw a winner here. I'm going to announce the name. I'm immediately going to email that person. We'll start a 5-minute countdown from there. If they don't respond, we'll go ahead and draw a new winner. So here we go. Winner is Terry Stewart. Terry Stewart, so I'm emailing you right now.
Hope Ford volunteers as an alternate if she doesn't get picked.
I should have had this email. Okay, just sent it. It's 4:46. If we don't hear back from him through either email or the chat by 4:51, we'll go ahead and draw a new winner. Or her. Terry could be a girl's name. Very open-minded of you, Patrick.
Patricia is asking, why does high temp cheese melt when I make summer sausage? Is it because of the grind? I'm going to guess that if it looks like it's melting, it probably is because it's getting smeared while you're grinding or stuffing. That's my guess, because high temp cheese, we've put it in a skillet that's at like 450 degrees and it doesn't melt. It's kind of crazy. It has a super high melting point. So if it looks like it's melted in sausage, it's most likely that it got smeared either if you ran it through a grinder with a stuffing plate, or when you were stuffing it out, just that pressure going down, it could have smeared it a little bit. That is my best guess there.
That sounds like a good guess.
Did she add it too soon, or is the meat not cold enough or something? Or?
I would say add it too soon.
Or so if you add it too soon and you overmix, the mixing cycle could definitely smear it a little bit too. Oh, and one of the other things I forgot, on the steak comp, the first 500 people in the door that day will also get a Walton's Ultimate Steak and Roast Rub.
Oh, yeah.
So that's another $5 thing to add in.
And somebody asked what we would recommend for seasoning steaks to grill, and that's it.
Yeah.
The Walton's Ultimate Steak and Roast Rub. I mean, that's pretty much all I use on steaks anymore. The only exception there is if I'm making tri-tip, I use the Greek, Cyclops Greek.
Yeah.
It's awesome on that. But everything else I use, what were you doing there? Were you down? Were you giving thumbs down? Everything else I use Ultimate Steak and Roast Rub, and I either reverse sear or sous vide. So for anyone who has not done reverse searing, I mean, most people have at this point. But we've got videos on both how to reverse sear and how to sous vide, what the difference is between the two of them. We've done a bunch of videos on that. Mostly, I was hungry and wanted to eat steak. So.
Can you guys do a boudin video?
Yep, we absolutely can. In fact, we said
have we done a boudin video?
Boudin is our albatross.
Kryptonite.
Kryptonite. Well, albatross is more appropriate.
Okay.
But you're not a literary, you know.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, so
No.
Smarter than you at something.
You should tell
That
your boudin story.
So boudin, I have made the video twice. The first time I added so much sodium erythorbate that nobody would have died. Nobody would have died. But somebody might have gotten pretty sick. What happened was I was mixing it in. It was at the bottom of the mixer, and our application specialist happened to be in there with me. He looked at the bottom and goes, "Oh, none of your sodium erythorbate made it in." There's like this little bit right there. I'm like, "Well, I put in way more than that." And he just stared at me. And as he stared at me, I started thinking about it. So sodium erythorbate, you use 7/8 of an ounce to make 100 pounds of meat. I was making, I think, a 10 or maybe 25-pound batch. I believe I used a pound of it. I believe I used a full pound of it. So,
That's good.
Yeah, not good. And then the next day, wasn't going to let it bother me, came back in, made another one, shot the entire video, all out of focus. Could barely see anything I did. So we'll get there. Just might take a while.
How do you sign up for the giveaway again we're doing right now?
Since I've drawn the first winner, it's over, right? Can you still enter?
I think you can still enter. I mean, only if we don't get a response here in another minute or two.
Yeah, we've got a minute. And somebody's been watching to make sure he didn't respond in the...
I haven't seen
All right, so
anything.
go to waltonzinc.com/live. Over on the right-hand side, 3 ways to enter. Yep, my boudin is basically my unicorn.
So Adam tried some of our bacon cure and it came out pretty salty. Any ideas? He rinsed it and soaked it, but it came out salty still.
More rinsing and soaking.
Yeah, more rinsing and soaking.
That's what it is.
If you can like set it in a container and kind of tip it in the sink, just kind of have the water slowly
Keep moving
trickle.
water. Yep.
Just slowly trickle and have it sit there for 20, 30 minutes. Do it a couple times. The more you rinse it, the more you soak it, the more you're going to get that extra salt out of there.
That's it? All right, you want to draw the next winner?
No, I don't have it up. Do you still have it up?
Okay. Yeah. All right, so he didn't respond. We're going to go ahead and validate him, draw a new winner. Do I just pick repick? Yeah, right?
Yeah, repick.
All right, Patricia Herbert.
We saw Patricia earlier, so hopefully it's the same one. Somebody's on this time.
Say it again.
Patricia Herbert.
I'll accept that.
Oh, we got a Patricia Thompson.
Nope, that's not it.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, we're gonna be.
All right, but 4:52, 3-ish. So you got 5 minutes. Send the email.
Sent the email? Okay.
It is going to be a tough game to play.
If after 3 no one selects it, it defaults to me. The most seniority host at the Walton Zinc table.
I see how that goes.
Not you. No, I don't need a meat grinder.
No, neither do I.
I can walk across the
Got
hall
it,
to
yeah.
the test kitchen and
I can't prove meat, so.
Where? So no Patricia yet? No response, right?
Pass to the next Patricia.
So congrats, maybe, yes, maybe, not necessarily. Are you going to check our batteries? We're good? Yeah, all good. So we're just waiting a couple more minutes, guys. We drew a winner. It was Patricia Hilbert? Something. Patricia Herbert. Emailed her 2 minutes ago. She's got another 3 minutes to respond. If she doesn't, we're going to move on to the next one. And we'll just keep doing that till somebody wins. All right. Now, your comment was pretty good for CWA Shane, but I can't give you the grinder just for that. For what Mike's saying about, I'm assuming he's talking about the saltiness of the bacon. I agree. You want to rinse it at least twice, 3 times if you don't like salty bacon. I tend to love salty bacon, so it doesn't bother me. But oh, Jay, that's going to be a while. We haven't even, I mean, we've got the meat for it, but we haven't done anything with it yet. So that will be quite some time, because we're going to put things in the dry curing cabinet, let that actually go through its normal process. And then when we're about 7 days out, we'll try it with the fish sauce. And I think I'm going to try that koji rice. So do either of you have used an old-fashioned backyard smokehouse? No. My main smoker is either my pellet grill at home, or we've got the PK100. Whenever I need to smoke something like a pork butt, I think I want to get a really good smoke on, I just come in and use that. Austin is the same way. I have a question for you on pizza sausage. Most recipes call for regular Italian sausage. It doesn't have the same taste. It would depend on, I mean, what pizza parlor, where you're from in the country, what you're used to. I tend to think our mild Italian, if you over season it just a little bit, and I do mean just a little bit, like use 22 pounds of meat instead of 25 pounds of meat. If you use that, that's pretty close, as long as you like fennel. And that's it. All right. I knew this was going to happen. I knew we should have started this earlier. All right. Invalidating that winner, picking a new one.
Steven's asking if we carry Ingle or do we have Yeti. Technically, we don't have any anymore. We've got like one Ingle left in stock, but we tried to carry coolers for a while, and it's not worth it for us. So I think we have one left. After that, we won't be selling coolers anymore.
What could happen if you had too much pink salt?
Nitrite poisoning? Did somebody ask that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so yeah, if you use too much pink salt, that can end up very bad. You can get poisoning from it. Now you have to use a lot to get there. I don't know what the exact amount is. You would have to do something pretty extreme, but it is possible to get kind of bad there.
Let me break in real quick. Douglas Hunter. I'm sending that email now. Douglas, it's 4:58. You've got 5 minutes. Don't respond. We're going to move on and pick another one. be it live.
Assuming that we continue to not have people claim the prize, as long as you're entering at waltonsinc.com/live, we'll keep accepting entries until someone actually claims the prize here.
I'm going to ask them for a question now. Does anyone have a great way to stop separation anxiety from a dog? One of my dogs is literally chewing holes through my door to get outside. And like I've got him drugged. I didn't want to, but I've got him on like some sort of
Prescription approved.
Yeah, prescription. Yeah, I'm not drugging my dog. My vet gave me something to give my dog. I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning every morning to give him these so that by the time I'm ready to go to the gym, he's calm enough that I can go home and not come home to a ripped up door, pieces of it all over the place. He's a pit bull mastiff mix, so when he chews something, he just destroys it. So if anyone's got any great ways to cure separation anxiety, I'd love to hear it.
CBD doggy chews,
I tried CBD doggy chews, he threw them up.
lavender oil.
Lavender oil. I've got a lavender spray, and we tried the Aventix, some sort of collar that was like lavender, and that did not help at all.
Yeah.
Get a steel door.
Yeah, steel door might be how we go, but he chewed the door frames too.
My dog has dented my steel door. Your dog is a lot bigger than mine.
Yeah.
That won't do it.
So whoever said get more dogs, I've got 2, and the pit bull mastiff mix is the small one. The other one's a straight African mastiff, and he's 8 months old and 120-ish pounds. So
It's huge.
Bring them back up.
yeah. So Jim, that's where I'm going. Is the shock simulator collar. He gave me Saddle's old one, and that's how I taught Riggins, who's the dog who's having the problems, to stay without being on a leash. We can pretty much go anywhere, but
Basic one. Leave the TV on for the dog.
I haven't thought of that. Okay.
Yeah.
Noise, maybe.
Yeah, that's not a bad one.
There's
We've got
been
a noise machine, but you know, like a voice maybe. A voice might
Yeah.
help.
There's been a lot of comments for the Thunder shirt. That was what I was going to say. Have you tried something like that?
He hates anything that's like restricting him. He will not. He just can't take. So
Maybe
we
he'll
rescued,
tear up the shirt instead of the door,
Oh,
though.
that would be better. We rescued this dog, and you can tell he's got scars on him. Like he was not treated well, and we obviously treat him like a prince. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But it's tough. I mean, it's really not fun to either watch him do that or to come home and every day open that door. I'm like, here we go. But
Yeah, they say radio and TV.
all right, Douglas, didn't hear back from you. Going on to the next winner.
Someone suggested going down to 2 minutes for the winner.
We said 5 minutes at the beginning. I don't
Yeah,
wanna
it's gotta be
change that.
5.
Yeah, I don't want to change that.
2 is too short for a response on email.
I guess it's in print too at this point.
Yeah, it's in the official terms.
All
and
right,
conditions.
Mandy Struble.
Ooh, a muzzle.
I can't. Yeah, I can't get there.
I've tried that on my dog for a few reasons because she's not the most.
She bites.
Yeah, she's
Austin's dog
she's,
bites.
she's a little bit aggressive at
Yeah,
times.
yeah,
But I feel bad even on my dog putting
I
that
can't
on.
do that.
Oh,
I can do
she,
that to Riggins.
it's bad.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good idea. I understand the thought process behind it, and it does seem to help. But I'm too emotionally weak to do that to my dog.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, just lean something like metal against the door.
Yeah, so why that won't work is when I first got Riggins, we tried crating him. First day I came home, he literally ate his bed into 1,000 pieces and had a foot-wide perimeter of drool around his cage. That's how much he freaked out. The second day, he just broke his cage, got out. Third day, broke his cage and got out. So then I tried keeping him in the basement, and I just like put his cage in front of the steps. And then he got upstairs, so I made it more and more and more elaborate. and he just always got out. And then I realized he's not doing anything when he gets out, so I just started leaving him out, and we were fine until a couple months ago. But.
Let him outside.
Ooh, the dog whisperer. Do they still have that TV
Cesar
show?
Romero?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you get on that show? Because that would be amazing.
Wear your shirt the whole time.
Yeah, please
them
please
dog
wear a
treats.
Meet Just Stick shirt the whole time you're on there.
I don't even remember exactly the time I got that email sent off at.
Yeah, bring him to work.
All right, so it said that email went out at 5:03, so got a couple minutes left. Yeah.
The only way to bring a dog to work is if your last name is Walton. Sorry, John.
What if it's a therapy dog?
No.
Change your last name.
What if he's not my therapy dog? What if I'm his therapy human?
No.
My dogs would cause such a ruckus in here, it'd be impossible to deal with. I almost want one of the people I called earlier to respond so I can. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
What?
Sing, you know, the bells ding dong, ding
Oh.
dong.
I thought you were trying to do something related to the video we watched earlier. Like,
Oh, no.
legitly.
Oh.
I was like,
No, that'd be well off.
your boss is just mean.
See? There you go. Wait, Doug is responding? Joe, have you seen Doug respond?
Oh, I am Doug Hunter, and this is my sister's account.
Oh, okay.
Is his last name Hunter? Can we confirm that's what it says? I mean,
What would the benefit to that person be?
yeah, somehow if it's not the account on there, I mean, we got to get an email back. We got to get something.
Wait, when did Doug? Yeah, Doug. We're already past him.
Oh, Doug's
Yeah,
already.
we're already
Oh,
past him.
never mind.
We're looking at Mandy Struble. Unless, what time did Doug respond with that?
It was, they just started saying that.
All right, nope. Yeah, I mean, I love dogs, no question, but wild dogs chasing deer, I don't have any problem.
Hope is still here. Hey.
There's still hope.
Mandy has 44 seconds. Someone's keeping the tally
Yep.
for us.
How many people entered? Is there a way?
It was 300
Yeah.
and something last time I looked. All right, I'm just gonna have this email ready
Yeah, there's
to go.
400 people or so that are in right now.
All right. Drawing the next winner in now. Jerry or Gary. That's all it says. Gerry. Jerry, I'm sending you an email. You can respond in the text or in the chat, but I'm also going to need you to email back since we only have your first name.
Are we giving away the stuff in front of you guys?
So this is the upcoming giveaway. So if you want to enter to win the Walton's Ultimate Knife Set, go ahead and go to waltonsinc.com/win. What we're going to be giving, or what we are giving away right now, or trying to give away right now, is a Weston No. 8 Butcher Series grinder. Okay, so Gerald Merrill says, I am Jerry. So Gerald, if you are the right Gerald or Jerry, I just sent an email to your email.
How do you spell
Jerry.
J.
Gerry, sorry.
I got a guy named Gary Tarpley saying he's Gary. But it's spelled an A.
Either one. Well, it can't be Gary. Because it's just the first name, I'm going to need you to respond to the email that I just sent you. I sent it to, I don't want to say your email address. I sent it to the email that you used to enter this.
Bueller.
Oh, there we go.
Bueller.
He got it.
Cool.
So that is, well, I don't want to give it, he didn't want his last name, but is that Gerald who responded? So congratulations. That's awesome. I'll go ahead and send me your address. I'll give him a hat and shirt.
Yeah.
Let me know what size shirt, what color you want, what hat you want. We'll go ahead and we'll get that shipped out to you.
Sweet deal.
Pretty good.
Only took 3.
Pretty good.
4.
A lot. All right, so is there anything else we wanted to cover that we didn't?
I think that about covers it for today. I think the only thing is,
Did you add that? You probably added that, right?
oh, the
you wanna?
dates. Yeah. Yeah, we can
Talk about it?
throw that out real quick.
So if anyone is in the Minneapolis area or feels like traveling to it in February, from the 14th to the 16th, both Austin and I are going to be at the, is it both of them? It's Pheasants and Quail?
What month?
Yeah, it's called Pheasant Fest.
Pheasant Fest,
But for both, yeah.
What month?
February. So we'll be there from the 14th to the 16th. It's a huge event. We're going to have, Walton's going to have a booth there. If you're in the area, want to stop by, say hello. I mean, there's tons of things better to do than say hi to us. But that could be pretty fun too. So,
We might have to sign autographs.
sure.
Um,
What is that, a stamp?
I'm gonna get a stamp.
You want to stamp it?
Are we selling PK grills?
We are starting to sell PK grills. One of the reasons we ran across them is because of the state competition that we're putting
didn't know
on
that.
August 10th. But we will hopefully get an order in here soon in the next few days. So maybe in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks at the most, we'll have a new line of grills in stock here called PK grills. They're like an aluminum style grill. Really interesting, really cool. They're different, but kind of neat. Yeah,
How
so
did they know that we don't have them live yet?
I don't know. Maybe it's somebody actually from PK. You never know.
Yeah, could be.
Or it's just somebody, I don't know, just
Or maybe
randomly
because we put up
asking.
I did make the PK grill grates go live today.
Oh,
So
okay.
that might be it.
Yeah. Nick met one of our sales reps and he didn't seem to know you guys did this. Nick, I kind of want to know who you met. It might have been, all of our sales reps should know that we do this. They might have just been messing with
I
you.
would imagine,
but,
yeah. It's not like we have a huge number of them.
Yeah, literally
I talk
most
to
of
them
them
all
are
on a daily basis.
right across. They're right in the next room here. They know we're here right now.
I like that recipe file, yep. 4th of July, everyone have a great time. Cook some stuff up, have some fun, blow some fireworks up, and just enjoy living in the greatest country in the world. I got nothing else to you.
America.
America, yes, America. All right, guys, have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
All right, so I click on stop streaming, right?